So I originally started off as an apprentice at Skills with another fire alarm company to get my sort of foot in the door. Really enjoyed the whole apprenticeship process, given an opportunity to step into a field that I'm not familiar with. I was part-time a sort of electrician's helper while I was at college, and then got given an opportunity to get involved in fire, and then kind of got thrown into the whole world of fire and security, and that kind of stuck with me and I enjoyed it. I did get put off at first time doing sounder testing, and my head was ringing over the weekend. I was really debating whether I should come back in on Monday and carry on a career in fire and security, but here I am nearly 13 years later. Went to various different companies, learning different parts of install, servicing and commission, and then I find myself back at Skills again, instead of sitting in the classroom learning, actually teaching different learners and individuals. What I really enjoyed sort of being out in the field, like a sidestep to the question, meeting different customers and different people. So being able to be in the classroom and share my experience and teach others coming through is amazing. Being able to go in a class and see where everyone's journey is just starting, seeing like the interest and different things they get to learn, and being able to give them that and give them a heads up, as it were, is fulfilling and rewarding in a different way as opposed to being out in the field. One of my main ones is being outspoken, and that can be good and sometimes it can get you in trouble. But for me, mainly doing fire, if the standard says you need to do it this way, that's how I done it. It upset a few people because I believe if that's the right way, and definitely being determined, and if it's not what you're doing is not supposed to be right, you shouldn't be doing it, and this is how you should be doing it. So it's definitely determination to make sure the system's right, and you can go to bed at night. I can sleep safely and happy knowing that there's going to be no issues anywhere. So technology's changed quite a bit in terms of even the testing equipment, which I was first given standard multimeter and smoke tester kit. Now it's changed, everything's combined, running off of batteries. My first jobs were done with paperwork, like carbon paper, I believe, and now it's all on tablets. We started working on tablet, and not far from leaving the industry, new stuff that I've heard is coming in is even devices being tested from a tablet or a phone. So it's really changed over the 10, 13 years that I've been in the industry in terms of technology. So every day is a different day. I usually come in the morning, I make sure I'm prepped, ready for the lesson, have a look over any work that's been submitted, see who I've got in if it's the beginning of the week, for example, and try and tailor or think of ways to meet the individual learners' needs we'll have in the class. And that is definitely a challenge in itself because everybody learns different. Trying to make the classes interesting and being aware, as like I said, I've started off being in the classroom for Skills as an apprentice, try and teach the apprentices how they would want to be taught, as opposed to getting them just doing normal tasks that may not be engaging. For me, it's learn everything you can. Any courses that are available, do the courses, and then put the information that you learn in the courses into action. There's no point doing any course and then not testing the stuff that you learn out in the field. Any product courses with manufacturers is the best thing to do. Try and get your gold ECS card. And yeah, pretty much any learning opportunity, even if it means going working with a different department, learn what they do. Don't just put it down to what you do out in the field that you want to learn. Maybe go see how fire alarm system is designed, or see what the accounts team do, the admin team do. Just learn as much as you can from everyone. For me, it's just the whole journey. I know it may sound a bit silly to some, but it's from starting from walking through the door and not knowing anything about industry at all, then going to different companies, gaining different experiences, meeting different people. So if you want to call anything accomplishment, it's actually successfully developing in a field and getting from the beginning stage to get to the point where you know quite a bit that you can develop and share your experiences and educate others. I think with everything, there's a learning curve, regardless of whatever it is. So say something brought through. So say if technology we discussed is changing, it might be in the future devices and detectors being tested with a tablet. That might become a more common thing. Engineers walking in, instead of with their testing kit, they're walking in with basic hand tools and a tablet to test devices. And like with anything, you hope there's a training course to accompany that. But we have to just watch this space and see how the fire and security industry develops. In terms of a learning coach, I would say, one, you need to be confident or grow into being confident. Tutoring isn't for everyone. Everyone's still learning. Every day is a learning day. If you like being out on the tools and diagnosing different faults and problem solving, I would say tutoring is for you, because you are literally doing the same thing, diagnosing problems and faults, but you're helping somebody do that so they can be able to understand that for themselves. I would definitely encourage it if someone's thinking of, I've learned as much as I can. Maybe I want to impart my wisdom on some new students coming through. And this industry always needs engineers. But not only do we need engineers, we need good engineers. And the only way we can get good engineers is good engineers teaching students coming through and learners, teaching them the right way.